Goddess, I summon you here with me. I know that he hurt you. You don't gotta worry. I know your pain is only on temporary. It's only temporary. When he was with her, and the lies he told you never made any sense. You lost your mind, 'cause you thought that he would save you, not knowing that you gonna save yourself. So you had to leave, but he kept on pulling you back while you just allowed it. You betrayed yourself again. You betrayed yourself again. You let the love take you inside. He fed on all of your light. Just for one night, turned out for the life. He left you abandoned. Grab on me. I know that you're hurting. Don't have to worry no more. Don't have to worry. He was with that other woman every night. When he told you he was at work, no, he's lying. And I know my time. Hello. So guys, as Empress, we carried so much pain in our muscles, in our body. We've been hurt by the very man to claim that he loves us. The late night calls, the intuition feelings you would get during your pregnancy, something is not right. You felt like something isn't right, right? You thought you would spend a lifetime with this man. You even were willing to sacrifice your own soul calling to prove to this person that you were the love of his life. But where did it lead to you? A demise. Maybe even ending up pregnant alone. And then you thought this man was going to be here for you. Thank you so much, Ashley. But this man, he was just pretending. He played romance as something that can keep you. He played romance as something he can wrap around his finger. He viewed your vulnerability as something he could feed on. You were something he needed to feed on, to feed on. But no lies, I'm asking you, pull your power back and come to me. Come pull your power back. Say I'm no longer that girl who's afraid to be abandoned. And look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I call back my high priestess, goddess, empress energy. To me, it belongs to. It does not belong to any man or anyone who wants to hurt me. or even want to fool me around and play with me like a puppet. It belongs to me. I come back to my consciousness. And with coming to my consciousness, I heal me. The womb, I come back to my womb. I bless my womb for all the pain that it has to be doing. And we remove all of the negative energy, any negative energy that come amongst this reading because they are afraid of the divine feminine. They're afraid of the divine energy rising up. So they got trolls on here trying to operate this live, but we will kick them out every single time. You will get banished here. Ashe, anybody who is not for the divine feminine energy, you will be banished. Banish, to hell you go. This is about the divine feminine energy. Oh, come back to yourself. Just because you got a child with a man that hurt you does not mean you're bound to him. You're not bound to anybody. I say we banish anybody who's against the divine feminine rising, and we banish him too. You see how these men or whoever is feeling a type of way are starting to come into this live and think they can infiltrate? No, I'm talking to the divine feminine energy here because we call back our energy. We're no longer suffering for love. We don't have to suffer for love. And if someone is allowing us or treating us like we have to, we leave that behind and we bring them back to where they truly belong. So I want y'all to call back your energy. Tomorrow is the blood moon. Again, join me for the blood moon tomorrow. I will be on here at 7 p.m. and we will write out our journals of everything that we want to release and everything that we want to gain. Because my power belongs to me, yeah. And it don't belong to anybody else. It don't belong to anybody else, okay? It don't belong to anybody else. Call your power back to you. Because that's what we're doing today. We're calling that energy. I want you to tell yourself that the little girl that wanted something from someone, okay, is not lost. You know that when you feel lost, you are already found. You're going through a soul search, a rebirth right now. The energy of a rebirth. Let's talk to my divine feminine now, okay? And we're going to exit out any patriarchy or anybody who is trying to come amongst this reading to bring down the divine feminine. You are banished and you shall never return. Ashe? Tell me about the divine feminine. Yes, a lot of you guys been through so much betrayal. Partners who abused you mentally, physically, emotionally, tore you down. They wanted to steal your spark, that inner child, that glow that you had. You had the courage and the strength and the passion, the love. You brought the family dynamic. You wanted the family you never had. This person fed on that energy. Now, they didn't love you in the way that you needed, in a romantic way. A partner who loves you in all your flaws. But they wanted to love you and take from you. If anything, they wanted to love for the control. But is love really control? Let go of that control. That's the energy that a lot of you guys are healing from your past, because you grew up and you seen your parents move like that. You seen your parents accept abuse, okay? So you was an illusion. Sometimes you guys had to really stay in fantasy mode just to protect you from your own feelings of being hurt, because you know how it feels. And sometimes you don't want to sit with that energy of knowing the truth about the partner you're laying next to or the one who hurt you from the past. But you must transmute that energy now. Thank you so much, sweetie. You must transmute that energy now so that you can continue to ascend higher, so that you can continue to attract wealth and abundance. You don't want this person to ruin you. You don't want this person to take from you, because it blocks off your magic. And we always say, why me? Why me? Why did I have to go through this? Well, this was given you. This was a lesson right here. Not a lesson of you deserved it, but a lesson, right? That is going to lead you to higher realms. because sometimes we're initiated through pain. Sometimes we gotta feel something or know how something feels so that we know that we never want that again. That we never want that again for our life. And like I said, I'm channeling the energy of right now, my divine energy, my divine Empress energy, who had to overcome some hurt or that's stuck into a abusive relationship right now, or something that's not serving you anymore. And it's like, you're still involved sexually with the person, or maybe you're not, but at the same time, it's blocking you from the personal goals. Some of you actually want to go back to who you were before you had a child. But understand, you can never go back. You can only go forward. And sometimes we got to feel that pain of knowing and understanding that the love or something that we had that we thought was not it, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that our magic is dead. That doesn't mean that we're not beautiful. That doesn't mean that there's nothing out there for us. That doesn't mean that this is the only route. Okay? Let go of the fear of change. That's what Spirit's asking you to do. Let go of feeling so, you know, impulsive in your mind about the decision that you truly want to make for your inner calling. Tell me more about the divine energy, the ones who are in abusive relationships, Spirit. Coming to a very painful ending, going through a rebirth right now. A lot of you guys have been, betrayed, deep hidden wounds from childhood, even before you can even get into a relationship. This is what you learned, okay? And this is what you thought is acceptable, but your body is the reason why you're experiencing back pain and you're experiencing so much pain within yourself is because your body is ready for that shift to no longer accept that in your life, for love, for nothing, to be accepted, to feel wanted. Spirit is calling you back, and they're telling you that you can never go back to who you were before, but you can only grow and prosper as you get older, as you lead in this shift, as you understand that I'm no longer in fear of what the fuck can happen, because I am the controller. I can bend reality at will. When I say no, no is no, and it can hurt. It's a long game. You might turn back around. You might spin the corner back around to feel that good feeling one more time, but is it the feeling that's everlasting, or is it temporarily? Is this a temporarily feeling that you felt? Does it feel fulfilling in the end when you go to sleep and you close your eyes and nobody's with you and the lights are off? Does it feel fulfilling to you? Tell me. You're nurturing, okay? Right now, you need to nurture your inner child. You need to nurture who you truly are. And I understand that your inner child right now could be feeling tense right now. For a lot of you guys, you're going to understand is Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, resonation, okay? How come my feminine come up, take you back? And if you're in something you can't leave, plan out your escape. 8 on the clock. 8 followers are here right now. 8 likes. 888. You hear me? 888. Look at that angel number, okay? That angel number. Self-discipline. Coming back to yourself involves self-discipline. You got to understand what was your wrongs too. Not to say you deserve anything, but what did you ignore? What red flags did you ignore? What did you tell yourself just so you can sleep at night? What did you tell yourself so the relationship can begin? What did you say to yourself? You got to understand. What did you do? Feeling stuck at the same time because you're not understanding that you got to get out of this relationship. You feel stuck because you need to release it. You need to release what no longer serves you. Maybe you have a father figure in your life right now who basically taught you this very moment to conform, to be quiet, to be sweet, to not step on anybody's toes. For a lot of you, some of you are going to resonate with that. A lot of you guys are feeling like, damn, this is all I know. But you got to go into the unknown without no fear. And that's what we're doing together right here, right now. Because as you continue to go through the unknown, if you don't go to the unknown, you're going to be getting delays. You're going to continue to be going through this inner knowing that you got to rise above this dynamic. And if you are in a bondage, you have to co-parent peacefully. But you can't allow the truth to sink you in deeper into the void, because that's how you get stuck there in the sunken world. You get stuck in the world of thinking that I don't want the illusion to die out of the simple fact that this is all I know. But you gotta step out and put your best foot forward to know something different, so that you can change the perception of your reality and your legacy and your lineage and your ancestors right now. You need to stay emotionally balanced. You got to stay emotionally balanced. You got to do some shadow work and stay in them journals. Do meditation. Do things that feel right to you. Go back to childlike mind. And as you cry and you feel, don't look at yourself like a weak person, because when you cry, that's power. A woman's tears is everything. Cry for something to release you with love. Cry for everything that you so desired, because what you desire is what you have within yourself. You are never without, and it's never too late. You are never too old. You are never too old to try again. You are never too old to try again with yourself. And that's what Spirit is telling you right now. Let go of those negative thoughts, even from other people. Maybe you got friend groups who basically keep shoving in your ear some people in your friend group, because you got different selective friend groups. One group that goes to the party, one group that go here, one group go here. But that one group over here, they're telling you just yeah, just live it up. Just go mess with somebody else. Just go F somebody else. It's easy. But no, you don't need to do that. That's only going to lead to more pain. You might think it's freedom right now because of the simple fact that it's freedom right now because you feel like you got away, right? You felt like the tug and the pull was everything in that relationship. But if you go do that, that's going to lead you more to despair. Because the people that's in your ear telling you that is in despair because they do that. But they shove it down with alcohol. They shove it down with weed. They shove it down with worldly things. You don't want to be a part of that collective. So what Spirit is asking you to do is to write your emotions down, to secure your emotions, to have self-discipline, to go back to inner child ways, to go back to, you can never go back to who you were before you met this person. You can never go back to who you were before you got hurt. You can only grow and ascend higher than there. And that's what Spirit is nudging you to do. For my divine feminines, for my high priestesses, for my empress, for my hidden high priestesses, and the prophetics. You are the key. You are the light. And you don't want to hurt others. You don't want to hurt anybody to the point where you start feeling like, oh, well, I got hurt, so I'm going to hurt every else divine energy, because that could lead to shadow. That's your shadow talking. That's the force talking right there. It's telling you to hurt everybody that hurt you. Oh, my man did this to me, or, I was hurt during my lifetime, so everybody else is going to experience hurt because I got hurt. That's how you put yourself in deeper despair. You will never leave the void if you do that. You will never understand your true calling and your true mission because you decided to hurt because you got hurt. And it wasn't fair to you at all. But it can lead to addictions, attachments. It can lead to trauma, karma. It can lead to you coming to an inevitably end, because 99 on the clock. Look up the angel number 99. 9 followers are here, 9 likes. Look up 99. I'm telling you right now, it'll only lead to despair if you choose to fight fire with fire. If you choose to do others how they do you, it can only lead you back into a time loop. Thank you so much, sweetie. You want to escape the time loop. You want to escape the time loop so that you can ascend higher from the void. Because I understand the hurt is too brutal to face with yourself sometimes. Sometimes I'm not judging you if you feel like you gotta drink some wine a little bit, or you gotta do something. But at the end of the day, don't get stuck in these illusions, these materialism stuff, this worldly things. Because the hurt can be so deep that you don't even see it coming. You can be distracted by friends, you can be distracted by parties, you can be distracted by so much you don't understand that you're hurting inside. 10 plus 9. Add that up and look up that angel number. Yeah, take a note and add that up and look up that angel number. Remember, May 31st, we are going to be here for the live 7 p.m. for the blood moon. I keep saying blood moon, but I say blue moon ritual. And I want you guys to write it down. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you for all the love. I love you guys so much. But what I need for you guys to do is to not go back to old habits because you've been hurt. I understand it wasn't fair to you. And maybe you did some things because you were hurt. You started going tit for tat. Maybe you hurt another divine feminine woman because you were hurt. Maybe the person that you hurt was another woman he was seeing, right? And you felt like she deserved it. You know what I'm saying? It was righteous. You feel me? But where does that end to? Where does it end if you don't release with love? Where does that pain go? It just gets trapped in your body. We have different layers of chakras in our body, and it keeps stored pain. For the person that you had a child with who really hurt you, who abandoned the child, I'm getting the energy of they abandoned the child. They left you to be a single mother, right? 16 plus 9, look that up and look up the angel number. 16 plus 9. Right on the clock, 16 followers on here, 9 likes. What did that get you when you went to go fight fire with fire? What did that get you when you allowed that person, that man, to do that to you? Not saying that you allowed him to do that to you at the end of the day. I'm saying what I'm saying. 9 on the clock. 12 plus 9. Look up that angel number. Spirit is here with us right now, talking to us, guiding me, guiding you, so that we cannot abandon the divine feminine energy because we were hurt. We cannot treat women like shit because we were hurt. We cannot just abandon who we are, because if we treat other women like shit, that's how we feel about ourselves. You are a reflection of that woman. It's either she's on her shadow side, you're trying to heal, or y'all both in your shadow energy, and that can only wreak more havoc. And who benefits in the end with that? Allow people to miss you. Allow people to be like, you know what? 9 on the clock. Allow them to be like, I missed out on a good one. Because they did. They missed out on a good one. They missed out on a good energy. But you don't spin back. You only evolve. You can look back. Okay, you can look back, but you better not take one more step. Okay? A lot of you guys are in misalignment right now. Or you're trying to get out of the misalignment, but you don't know how because the sex is so good. Everything is so fucking good, yo. The flowers, everything. The love bomb and all that is good. They can actually probably love you, but maybe have something value. They can be also interested in other women as well, but that's not the line that you want to go down. You're not into polygamy, but they're not being honest with you because they don't want to lose you. But they don't want to lose you because they want the control, not because they actually truly don't want to lose you. You feel me? You got to be in line with yourself. Some of you guys might be lacking on what's the purpose. If I start over with somebody else, then what's going to happen? Yeah, we're going to take that person out the energy. They are against the divine feminine energy. So, of course, they're going to be saying negativity. We get all of you bots out of there. We get off of there. Everybody gets blocked that are causing havoc. And you get removed from the live. They don't like when you awaken the divine feminine energy because we are the key. Divine masculine energy, we are both the key. But truly to choose yourself is everything. And a lot of people don't like when women choose they self. 11 plus 10 on the clock. Look that up. Angel number. 11 plus 10. Write that down. Synchronicity numbers talking to us right now. 2222 on live. That's how long I've been on live right now. So remove all these people who want to come in here with their ideology of the religion that they're enslaved to. Okay? You're enslaved to it. Because even in the Bible, it talks about divination, if you want to get critical with me. You understand? Read your Psalms before you come here trying to say all this other stuff. You don't know. You don't know the true nature or the true world we truly live in. You're using religion as an ego. It's going for anybody in this energy trying to stop my divine channel casting. Because that's what they do. The shadow world, the NPCs. You are an NPC. Okay? Let's go channel back the divine energy. Okay? Tell me more. A lot of you guys are carrying a lot of burdens, okay? A lot of burdens that you kept, as just holding it together, holding the fork down. You don't really provide it for a lot of people, You feel like completed at the same time. So you guys really got to do some self-healing, do some self-caring. You might be like, oh, well, I'm doing self-caring. I'm doing all of that. Why isn't it working so fast? Because you can't rush the process. You can't rush the process. When did something come, when did something good come easy? When was it ever easy? It shouldn't have to be like this, but are we going to sit in sorrow and continue to accept the bad from people treating us like shit? Are we going to continue to merge with demons and all that stuff? People who are narcissistic, are you going to continue to go down that lane because it's not easy for us? Because it's not easy for the world? Because it feels impossible? So are you going to choose to do the easier route like everybody else? Or would you choose searching 1010 on the clock, 1010, angel number, 1010? Right now as we speak, write that down, 1010. Remember, May 31st, blue moon, 7 p.m. I will be live. Join me. We cannot choose. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. I'm just channeling right now. Feel me? Yes, a lot of you guys are just missing your old memories. You wish you can go back in time when things were more simple. I'm getting an energy of 2012. 2012 was a prominent year for you. 2012, 2010 too. 2010 and 2012. You're reminiscing about things. Maybe the love that you once viewed love as. Maybe you viewed men as the superheroes, You viewed them as something that can save you from your own fall. Save you from your trauma, your foster care. I'm getting an energy of foster care. Save you. Take you away from all of the stress. Take me away to save the day. Take me away That's a song I'm feeling. A lot of you guys are feeling that heavy right now. Lack of faith, feeling like your spark died out, but it never died. It's just living within your sacral chakra. You have to release in order to feel that again, because it's always within you. Nobody can steal your spark. They can try to borrow it, but it's never really theirs. It goes back to you. 16 plus 11. Look that up. Angel number. They can only take it from you. Feel me? They can't take it. They can borrow it. They can feel like they borrowed it, but they have to give it back by divine law. A lot of you guys got to work on that self-discipline again. Spirit is nudging that. You guys could be kind of going numb, being careless, being like, you know what? I've been hurt so much. Like, I just don't care about nothing no more. I just don't want to feel this no more. And I get that. That should be a lot to deal with. That should be a lot to feel. But who's going to do it if you don't? You got to be there for the kids of the future. You got to be there for your legacy, your wealth. The children of today is everything. That's what we got to do it for. Sometimes it ain't about us, but it is. You feel me? And I'm not saying you selfish for being self-centered. 11:11 on the clock. Because at the same time, that's how we were taught in this world, especially in America. Come back to self. Come back, have that compassion. You got to feel in order to heal. That's the key. You have to feel in order to heal. If you don't take that feeling, if you don't feel it and you numb it down and suppress it, it's going to come out on somebody. And it might just be you, or it might be others who truly actually do love you. You feel me? Maybe a future soul partner that wants to come in right now. I'm feeling the energy of a soul partner want to come in. But how are they going to come in when all these wounds are guarded? You're so tied to this person. How are they going to come in? How would they welcome in? How would you feel? They want to come in, like I said. They want to merge to you. Your soul partner wants to come. But if you do not heal that wound, that betrayal of that pregnancy, that betrayal of that man, that cheating, the lies, deception of your father, your parents, the lies, deception of the foster care who hurt you, if you don't heal this right now, this person they can't be coming in because they want to charge towards you. They're waiting for your arrival. And even you want to charge more to your higher calling. That's what I'm getting to. You want to go fast to your higher calling, but there's blockages in your root chakras. And you have to eliminate those in order to go to the higher realm. Not saying that anything is less than. I'm just saying some real spiritual stuff right now. Take what resonates, leave what don't. For a lot of you guys got wealth coming for you. You feel me? 12:12 on the clock. You got wealth coming for you. Wealth is here. Opening doors. If it hasn't came already, some of you guys could be wealthy, living in a tumultuous house, living in a house that doesn't feel like home. 12:12 on the clock. A lot of you guys got everything, you know, the man, the cars and everything, but it doesn't feel like home. And everywhere you seek, there's no home, but the home is within you. And as you go through this life journey and the spiritual journey and the disciplines, it'll open those doors more for your wealth, your lifestyle. A lot of you guys also got a lot of people that want to do, overall have you, right? They want to take care of you, but it comes with a dark side. They want to take care of you so they can trap you. That's for some. Take what resonates, leave what don't. They want to trap you in a loop, keep you in that timeline loop, to keep feeling insecure about other women, to keep getting jealous. 12:12. Write that down. Angel number. Look that up. They want to write you. They want you to continue to be in that type of dynamic of always feeling like you could be chosen over someone else. You are a chosen one. Why would you feel like somebody else is chosen and not you? Because that person made you feel like that, because that hidden wound you didn't heal. That's what's making you feel that even epically. Spirit is asking you. Your inner child could be feeling down too. Depressed, maybe by your surroundings, living in a home that doesn't feel like a home. Having wealth, but it feels dark. In a bed with a lover who doesn't feel like they even want you. But it's the control. They love the control. Fire signs. I'm getting Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay, sun in reverse. Arrogance, carelessness. This person is just trying to wing you along. For some of you, you're going to resonate with this energy because a lot of the divine feminines, you know what you feel and you know what you know. Your intuition could tell you before you even find out some things. And that's what they try to say that is not true. You feel me? Abundance is meant for your career, okay? Abundant. Maybe the person that you're with right now could be providing for you and you feel like you can't do without. But how would you know if you don't try? How would you know you can do without this person if you don't take that first leap to try, to get out, to make a plan to get out if you can't leave right now? How would you know? Have courage. Be persistent. Have consistency. Draw a plan out on how you're going to leave. Save some money. Get a personal bank. 10 plus 12 on the clock. Look up that angel number. Write that down. How would you get out this? Plan out exactly your escape plan. Get a personal bank on the side. Pour some money on there and save up. If you have children, you don't need to co-parent. But at the same time, what if this person is not allowing this divine feminine to co-parent? Then what? Then what? Then what? Then what? Right? Then what? Then you know what? You know what you got to do. I don't got to say it. You know what you got to do. You got to leave. You got to venture out. You might have to pack your bags and, you feel me? But do it in the most utmost respectful way, though, to you. Don't tie yourself to this energy. Okay? I'm just looking right now because I just want all my divine feminine goddesses, my sirens, my high priestesses to heal from these entrapments, okay? A lot of you guys are soul searching right now, your purpose. You could be thinking in bed right now, like, damn, 12 on the clock. What's next for me? I done gave everything to this marriage. I done gave everything to this, everything. I done gave my whole motherfucking, and I'm gonna let another woman get it? That's how y'all feel, some of y'all. You think I'm gonna let another person get this? I done poured a lot into this shit. Ain't nobody touching my shit. That's that ego talking. Because how would you ever be able to step into that new world, that new energy, if your ego is at play? Oh, I don't want to see them with somebody else. Well, that feeling you feel at nighttime when you can't sit with yourself sometimes, or you're thinking about everything and your intuition is telling you things, you're going to keep feeling that if you continue to keep going. And who does it age? You will age. Who does it hurt the most? It makes you age more when you stress over something and your soul keeps trying to pop out your body and be like, no, we ready to go. We ready to leave. But you like, no, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to leave. This is mine. This is mine. This is my Barbie doll. This is my house. Because you felt like everything was always taken from you. You always felt like you were always second. You were second to everybody all the time. Sometimes you felt like that. Even though you did everything. You got your college degree, your bachelorette, everything. But why does it feel like I'm second? Why is he choosing other people over me? And I'm over here providing and doing everything in its nature. Why? It has nothing to do with you. And it has everything to do with them. But it will affect you if you continue to allow those thoughts to brew in your head and leave you in despair. The only person that can save you from you is you. People can give you the tools, the guides, they can teach us, they can do all of this, but the only person that's going to get you out that rut is you, because you are the person that says no and yes in your life. You are their acceptor. You are the one that says, I tolerate this, I tolerate that. You feel me? You got to take that independence. Don't be scared to try something new. Maybe you guys been married since you were 19. You've been married for a long time. That's all you know. What else out there would there be for me to do? How can I be able to do this? And all I knew was this. All my bank accounts, everything is with this person. What would I do? How would I go? Where would I do? Don't nobody know the answers all the time to everything. But you got to take that first leap to find out what you can do. See what you're made of. But that's where the fear comes. What if I get in trouble? What if something happens to me out in the streets? Because they try to put fear in you. Oh, when you go out there by yourself, something going to happen to you. Oh, you need to be this and that and the third. No, it's not going to happen to you. 13 on the clock. 13 followers, 13 likes right now. Look up that angel number right now. Because they're talking to us. Spirit is currently here right now. Like I said, delays going on right now. Delays, resistance. You don't want to, it's a resistance. It's a strong pull. This is coming from your inner child. You felt like you always had to grab something and do the most just to keep somebody, just to keep a man, just to keep this, just to keep that, just to be able to keep the peace. You had to do so much. 13 on the clock. 13 followers, 13 likes. Ashe. Take what resonate, leave what don't. Look up that angel number. Lack of control. Sometimes you guys felt like you didn't have control over your life. It was just your life was stirring its own will, because if your trauma wounds were at will. Everything that you've been through, everybody that hurt you was not just, it wasn't right for you. But at the same time, subconsciously, sometimes you don't know that. Sometimes you could be moving in your inner child energy of the hurt, wounded, divine feminine. Okay? taking a slow down. Everything is a little bit slowing down right now. Things could be good. You could be experiencing wealth. This person could have money, but your soul is not at peace. 12:13 on the clock. Your soul is not at peace. What are you going to do about that, divine feminine? What you going to do about that? You're a little disappointed. You felt abandoned. Walk away. Your trigger going to happen. You felt abandoned as a child. You felt like your mother, she wasn't there for you. She was in competition with you. So you found love in a man. And you looked into that man for security, survival, to be saved, to be loved, to feel wanted. But then he just started chewing at you and using your illness, the mental that your mental got affected for the hurt wounds that you went through with your mother. I'm feeling heavy. She hurt you. That allowed you to go find love into a man and open up to him, your heart chakra. And it's just like you just want to escape. But you got to leave this behind. It's not going to be easy walking away. It's not going to be easy. But you say, hey, maybe I can dabble. Maybe I can do this and do that and still play. You can't play yourself short. Or time is going to be delayed. That's just the truth of it all. Conflict. You could be having disagreements in your household right now. You feel me? Maybe you guys are in separate energies. You feel me? You're around each other, but you're not present. You're in a house with somebody that doesn't feel like home. Libras, Gemini, I'm getting. Aquarius. You feel me? That's the energy I'm feeling right now. You're in something that a house doesn't feel like home. Something feels off. Maybe your intuition is blinking at you that something's going on behind your back. It don't have to be just cheating. You feel me? It don't just got to be that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could be finances wise. Maybe they're doing something behind the scenes with finances. Maybe there's something I'm not telling you. Maybe they got something going on. Maybe they got a personal bank of themselves, but you guys share a bank, but they're hiding it from you. You feel me? This is a lot. This is what really hurts the divine feminine. Because then it could turn you sour. It can turn you cold. It could turn you evil. And you think that's freedom because you turned evil. But it only made you more hurt. You just not realizing now because it feels like power to do something bad to somebody who did something to you. And then do bad to others who did nothing to you before they can do something bad to you. But maybe they wasn't trying to do something bad to you. But your trauma allowed you to do somebody like that. And you missed your point with this person. Now what? Back to the drawing board. Love isn't arising for you though. You feel me? You have deep love for this person. You feel me? Y'all have a connection, a soul tie, a tether, an attachment from a past lifetime. This is your past lifetime lover. A lot of you guys right now are with your past lifetime lovers. Yes, that is why it feels like so hard to leave. Yes, this is why the person is so territorial over you and in control. Yes, come to me, the divine feminine, because this is what it's telling me right now. Spirit is asking you to have that strength, that courage. Go back to childlike mind. Go back to what made you happy as a child. Do some soul searching. Go by the water. Go by the lake. Go write a journal. You know what I'm saying? Go write a book. Go do something inspiring. Put your pain in it and watch how life transmutes itself. If it's hard to leave the situation, pour more into yourself and watch how life gradually lets you separate from this. And if it's some control and abuse and all of that going on, the domestic violence maybe even I'm getting, then you know what you got to do. You got to draw out that plan on how you're going to leave. And if that person might be a cop and you feel like anytime you might go to, somebody of authority they know, or it won't be taken serious, then you got to plan your escape because only you can take you out. Sometimes we don't see the red flags, but I give it and this person, like I said, Aries, Leo. Sometimes we don't see how much we are really the rulers of our life. We can leave at any will. You might feel trapped and afraid and like, oh my God, what if I do leave? And then what help? And he might find me. He might try to track me down. He might look for me. And that fear is taking up your magic because you know what you can do. You know the power you can do. Before we had technology, before we was in the world, before all of this was here, the cars, we had us. You feel me? We had God. We had the prayers. We had faith. We need to go back to that and have faith. Have faith in the unknown. Have faith in your almighty God to take you out of something that's not serving you. Because at the same time, if you allow this fear to take over you, who are you teaching this to? The children of today, that this is what they should do if they feel fearful. If we saw a child, hanging around people that wasn't right, we would tell them to step away from them. We would tell them to run away from that crowd. That's not a good crowd. That's the same thing we should be telling ourselves. If you had a loved one in a relationship who was getting abused, who was getting hurt, who was getting mentally controlled, what would you do? Say you got to toughen up. You got to get up out of there. You got to walk away. You might even try to help them. but they keep going back. But you keep trying to help them. So the same advice we give to others, the same things that we would do for others is what we should do for ourselves. That's showing spirit and the universe that we love ourselves. When we do things that we do to others in a good, positive way, we try to shift them and motivate them. We need to be that motivation and shift for ourselves. We might have not had that as mothers. We might have not had people that actually truly cared about us, to actually even sit with us, to actually even tell us the game. But now we got ourselves. We are the adults that we needed as children. Let me say it again. We are the adults that we needed as children. And now the children of today need us. You see how that pattern go? And the same thing repeats every lineage, every time frame. Don't get trapped in a loop. You're going through a personal transformation right now. That's why your back hurt. You could be feeling a little bit like you don't want to eat. You don't want to eat. Nothing's interesting you anymore. Shit is boring. You're like everything is boring. You want to leave your 9 to 5, maybe. You want to start up your own business. Like you're getting new things, new ideas in your mind on what you want to do for your life. But you feel stagnant, blocked at the same time. You might even be seeing 777 around, 444, divine alignment, protected by the ancestors. You are on the right path, confirmation. You could be suffering from things that you've been through from the past while in the midst of trying to be the mother, the strong mother figure of their life. You have probably maybe nobody to talk to about this situation. That's why I said, if you want a personal reading with me, you can always click the link in the bio, because I do readings as well. Click the link. Also remember that when you do click the link, the RS that you will see on the storefront is based in India. But if you go on my actual page and look up the link in your search bars to the readings that I do in the search bar, I'm in my link below, you're going to see that everything is in the currency it needs to be. But let me get back to this. Like I said, some of you guys are really holding on to the past, holding on to this relationship, holding on to all that you knew. You got to go through that personal transformation. You're going through a decay. You're starting over. This is not punishment for you. Spirit is not punishing you. God is not punishing you. He's telling you that I want you to see how powerful you are. I want you to see you how I see you. That's what I just said. God said, I want you to see you how I see you, which is the powerful force that caused that reckoning. You restore balance. I see you in the most utmost highest. These people that's treating you like that, if you allow people to keep treating you like that, you teaching them how to treat you. And they're going to continue to treat you like that. If you get bitter and start being rude and disrespectful and just ugly to other divine feminine energy women because you got hurt, that's going to be your life. One day you might need a woman to save your life. Maybe that woman that you did dirty because you got done dirty. Maybe you might need her one day. She might be working at the doctor's office and you might need to get fixed. You don't know who you might need. You might not, you don't get back into those patterns. For some of you may resonate. Don't start doing other people wrong because you was done wrong. This is a transformation. It's not easy. Not a lot of people come through this. Not a lot of people want to do this because this takes accountability. This takes will. This takes that power. This takes that energy. It takes for your world to destroy just so it can be rebuilt again. You see that? God had to destroy the world so he can rebuild it again. They say 7 days is prior to that. Everything being built, right? Take that and what resonate and leave that there. You're getting awareness, okay? Some of you guys are choosing happiness. You're already out of the funk. You're already out of the storm, but you still feel like you can go back to that attachment anytime. You still get those thoughts, those temptations. It's about to be summertime. You might miss them. You might just recently got out of an abusive relationship or got out of something that was mentally challenging. You know, it was always the person I'm getting the energy of. They was always trying to discredit your intuition, saying that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You could have literally seen a message of him doing something or a message of somebody hurting you, and they will tell you don't know what you're talking about, and you would have to sit with that and be like, do I know what I'm talking about? Cancer energy, I'm getting as well too. I'm getting that as well. Taurus. Yeah, the person would literally gaslight you into believing that you actually don't know what you talk about. For some of you, they even put you in a psych ward or try to attempt to put you in a psych ward or have you on pills, trying to say you were crazy. Why? Because your intuition was leading you to something that they did not want you to see. And for some of you, I'm getting something real darker too. Somebody was in a cult, right? A cult behind your back, right? They had this going on. You know, a cult where they was with other 14 on the clock. They was with other women. They was having sex with multiple women, and they didn't want you to find out their true dirty deeds, but you felt it. You felt like it was something hidden from you. You felt like it's something that you never fathomed before. You know, maybe you never experienced being in a relationship with somebody who was in a cult before of that nature, but you felt something deep and down inside you, and the person would just look at you like, "What? You ain't making no sense. You ain't making no sense." That's what they would look at you like. That ain't making no sense, bro. I don't know what they talking about. I ain't did shit. Yeah, they want you to stay in that energy. That's hard as well. You got two choices. What you gonna choose? You indecision right now. You don't know what to do. You don't know if you should choose this life, the one that's calling for you, your soul wants and long for. You don't want to be that older woman that grows up and start hating on other women because they decided to let go and transmute and go to their highest purpose. You don't want to be that person who hates on that. You don't want to be the person that feels that regret. You don't want to get older and be like, damn, I chose this all my life, and instead of me choosing my actual purpose. So you got a choice. No right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. You're getting a lot of downloads, but you need to listen to the right channel. How can you listen to the right channel? Is by listening. Let your heart be your guide. First, let your mind lead you, okay? Listen to your mind for a moment, right? Listen to your mind, the logic of your mind. Because we got emotions and logic, okay? We got the two. Then let your heart be your guide. Follow through with what your heart is telling you next, okay? Because sometimes our heart can deceive us because of old wounds, the loving energy we have, dark empath energy I'm getting. You're an empath. You feel things. You don't want everything to not, you don't want people to feel hurt. You don't want to let go. You feel me? A lot of that stuff. You're an empath, but that's okay. Because that's a power. But you got to use it wisely. You're very giving. See, you're giving. You're giving. You love to give and receive, okay? You love sharing your wealth. You love adding people into your life. Earth signs, Virgo. Energy, Taurus too. Take what resonates, leave what don't. But you're a giver. You love giving to the world. You love being a supportive system, even when you hurt, even when you don't feel like you don't want to do this anymore. Baby, you're a giver. So sometimes you even grew up just wanting to just have the peace, keep the peace. But you keeping the peace made you not feel at peace, which is why you need to be at peace again, which is why you need to call you back your energy for tomorrow, Blue Moon, on the 31st with me, 7 p.m. on live. You got a lot of creativity. A lot of you guys are artists in the entertainment business. You do music, you do hair, you do nails. You're very proactive. You're productive. You love to do for the community, okay? You're a dreamer. You're very sensitive. Lately you guys been having dreams that felt too surreal. Dreams that felt like they were just not a dream, deja vu. Maybe in another lifetime you were living this life, but it feels like you lived it before because you have confirmation. Your dreams are telling you something right now. Write your dreams down. Judgment. Judgment is in your reading right now. If you choose yourself and you decide to leave what no longer serves you, you do the things that you need to do, you will. That inner calling. Go with your inner calling, what your soul is longing for. Don't go with what your heart is telling you to do. Your heart is telling you to stay in something that hurts you because it doesn't want to feel abandoned. But it doesn't know already from the mind already. You can never be abandoned. You're never lost. You're only found. You can never be abandoned. You don't want to have that fear take over your life to where you're taking crumbs now. Now you're telling people that's the way I like to be treated. Treat me like a bag of crumbs. Treat me like a bag of fish that you just want to hurt in a motherfucking ocean, in the water. Treat me like some fishes. Take me by the and roll me around like a puppet. You don't want to be like that, don't you? A lot of you guys do also need to forgive your past. That's hard as well. I can resonate with that too. Forgiving is not all that easy. It's not a bag of motherfucking cake and a tunnel and all that other shit. Forgiving is hard as hell. Especially when somebody did something so just heinous to you. Or just, I don't want to get into that. Like I said, a lot of you guys got a lot of people that want to come into your energy. You know you got a lot of people, but at the same time, you could be tied to a person in your energy. You could be tied to this person. Could be through a child. Can be through an infatuation. Could be through a soul tie, past life lovers. But you got people who watch you. A lot of you guys are really beautiful. You're a beautiful goddess. Beautiful goddess. Charming. A lot of people want to just take you by the wing and just help you and support you. Some people in your family too know that you're going through a little bit of stuff. Libra. Some of your family members know that it's not everything that you're telling them. Like, you're not telling them everything about, what you're going through right now, okay? Take that self-confidence back. A lot of y'all got y'all heart hurt and broken by a man. Jealousy. And even a woman, water sign. Fire too, elements. You got hurt by a woman. You got hurt by a man too. And now you feel like you just lost yourself. But you were never lost, you were only found. You're juggling a bunch of things right now. You could be juggling your career, juggling your finances, juggling a relationship, and you're trying to choose. You're trying to just see what you want to choose fully through all of this juggling. What can I do? But you got somebody tugging on your energy. You feel me? Some people just don't want to see you win. But justice is in your favor in this card right now. I keep getting the justice card. Law is in action. You understand? Fairness and things need to be restored to balance and order. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius need to restore balance. If that calls for you to do co-parenting with a person, if that calls for you to just choose yourself in any situation, you need to do that, even if it hurts, even if you feel less than, even if you feel unworthy, even if you don't know what you're going to do next without the person. You will never know if you don't try. Ego clashes. A lot of you guys are having ego clashes with your partners. One is in competition with the other. One wants to one up on other. It's tit for tat. It's the energy in the household that needs to be released. In order to be released, you need to come to a common ground and understand what you need to do in that mission. Be in alignment with yourself. And do not allow anybody to just take you back to a time that you've already conquered. Don't allow somebody to be like, oh, well, I liked your body when you were when we were younger. What type of shit is that? That's abuse right there, trying to shame you. You are a beautiful woman. You are a beautiful goddess. You are everything and some more some. If somebody ain't treating you like how they used to treat you, then that means that was them the whole time. They just was keeping it low key. Because for anybody to judge somebody for their body, for their weight gain, for their heart, how sensitive they are, because they could be like, oh, you too emotional. Well, I'm a woman. Oh, all you women is emotional. That's the term they like to use. Now we just divinely intuitive. And when we feel like somebody playing on us, it's playing on us. And not all your intuition needs to be negative. You need to have positive intuitions too. Have a positive intuition and say, what if I leave this dynamic? What if I do something that I'm scared of and it works? Have an intuitive feeling like that and keep pushing on it. Don't always think that your intuition is just for negativity to spot if somebody's trying to hurt you, harm you, or if you're around people that don't want to see you win. You need to use your intuition as well to guide you to your path. You have a difficult decision right now. You're in a decision. You guys are really thinking hard and late night. Always choose yourself. You shouldn't be that deep in thought to choose yourself. But that's the trauma. You feel me? Cancer. You need to meditate. You're a little disconnected from everything. You just feel like all over the place. Love has tried to bury you. But it's not love that's the problem. You feel me? It's the person that tried to misuse love and tried to manipulate that was the problem. And then you thought it was love because you are a true lover. But you've been hurt. So you told yourself, maybe if you saw red flags, that this is love. Maybe if I deal with it more, maybe if I deal with this more, it'll be okay. Maybe if I just take what he's doing, maybe if I just allow, people to just do me this, then it's good. Nah, you feel me? You got a little self-doubt, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're having a little inner critic with yourself. You don't know if you could trust yourself. Because all your life, everybody told you not to trust yourself. Trust in everything else but yourself. But how the hell? How the hell, bruh? That's all I gotta say. A little insecurity too, maybe. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the same time, a person you could be with, and I'm getting that heavy in the energy, they could be making you feel insecure. They know what they doing. They know what they fucking doing. And they trying to do it and they don't give a fuck. Because they know what they doing. You got to meditate on that. Sit with that void. Meditate on an exact feeling that they making you feel. Tell yourself, why does it hurt so much? Why does it hurt when they do this to me? I understand it can hurt because they're not supposed to do that, and that's wrong. But tell tell yourself something like, why though? Like, why? Where did it come from? What made me even hurt like that? You feel me? What happened? Guys to be overwhelmed over life, juggling so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just overwhelmed by everything, even the relationship falling. You're overwhelmed that everything could be coming to an end. You're thinking about everything. You're up at night, late night. You're doom scrolling. You know what I'm saying? You're doing things to try to get you away from stuff while still also trying to hold the fork down. You got to have self-discipline in the boredom. You got to have self-discipline as well through actually leaving something that no longer serves you anymore. There's inspiration also. You guys are getting new endeavors with careers. Your career is enlightening. You feel me? A lot of people want to work with you, want to do business with you. A lot of you guys are photographers. You're models. You're in the nightlife. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people There's new beginnings for you here. You just have to take that first big leap and understand. And if you took that first big leap already, then you know how this is. Just continue to keep doing it, because you are. Trust me, things might not seem so clear right now, but I'm telling you, the universe just wants to give to you. They want you to receive everything that was lost back to you tenfold. They want you, feel me? They want you to come back to self, to know who you are. Okay? They want you to leave a love that's not aligned with you. A lot of the energy I'm getting right now, you with a lover who's not aligned with you. You've been knowing that for a quite couple months now. During the fall and winter, even more. Shit, even a few years ago too, you knew. But you let that thought go for a process moment because you didn't want to feel that. You've known. You got to have the obedience and the discipline to just be like, you know what? This is not what I'm going to accept. Gemini energy, the lover's card. Libra, Aquarius energy. I'm getting heavy. The tower moment is coming into the life where things is going to end to be rebuilt. It's not going to. You expect a tower moment. For some of you, expect a tower moment. Sudden change. Maybe in the relationship, an awakening, a release. Being called to co-parent. Being called to leave a dynamic that doesn't serve you. Being called to start a newer chapter in your life. Being called for something different that your soul is longing for. Sudden change, upheaval. There's a tower moment coming. And it's not, and remember, it's not for a punishment. Spirit is only showing you what your soul is already calling for. Maybe you don't feel strong enough to leave, okay? Maybe you feel like you just can't do it on your own. But at the same time, what did I say? Taking that first leap of faith is going to lead you to exactly where you need to be, because you did it. You did it while you were scared. You did it while you was in fear. That's what Spirit said. Do it while you scared. Do it while you in fear. Do it while you don't know. Okay? Because then if you do it while you don't know, they're going to reward you even more. It might be a little challenges. You might be used to actually getting treated, you treated well in this relationship, but there was hidden things behind your back. You were getting everything that you wanted. You didn't have to pay no bills, maybe even, but there's something going on behind your back. You feel me? And do you want to take that? No, you don't. Sometimes you guys can feel like you just don't have the control of the situation. You try to control the dynamic, but you got to let go of the control, so that the truth and the wisdom can come into you even more, and it can lead you to where your path needs to go. So you guys have struggles, a little bit of the lack of the motivation. Sometimes maybe this person could be draining you too. Maybe I'm stuttering. The dynamic of the relationship is draining you. Self-doubt. Spirit is nudging you again to meditate. Sit with your thoughts. Sit with the void. Meditate in the midst of all of that. If you don't feel like you can come back to yourself, if you feel lost in this world, meditate. Come to yourself. Listen to your thoughts. Close your eyes even. Have a reevaluation with yourself. Have a counsel with yourself to see who the newer version of you are now. Who are you now that you left that trauma? Who are you now that you won't be in that relationship no more that's draining you? Who are you now that you decided to leave your abusive home? Who are you now? Who are you now? And write that down and say, I am powerful. I am the person who survived it, but I am no longer the victim. I am the person who stands above, rise high and tall. I am here for the kids of the future of the world today, so that I can lead with the prime example. Period. Some of you guys also, a partner could be lacking emotional insecurity as well. Your partner could be insecure too. They can feel that you're not happy. But do they want you to feel that way? No. Their ego is aside. They're like, yeah, I know she's not happy, but yeah, you feel me? That's how they viewing it as. For some of them, they could be literally lacking balance. Somebody's overcommitting more than the other. You're pouring too much in this relationship. You're pouring too much in this dynamic. You're pouring too much in others who are not giving it to you back. It's one-sided. That's not balance. Thank you so much. That's not balance. That's not balance to just pour into somebody's cup and then it's half-assed yours. That means you're abandoning yourself. You're abandoning yourself. You're afraid to be abandoned, but you're abandoning yourself because you can't see from another body or a point of view that you're doing that by choosing that. But you need to let go of the ego. It's egos clashing in the house heavily. Rivalry. Silence. Maybe you guys had a heavy argument recently, or maybe you guys could have been arguing for a couple of months now, heavily, and now it's coming to a low, died down a little bit, but there's still some inner feelings of knowing that I don't know about this relationship no more. It's a lot of unfairness going on in your relationship right now, okay? A lot of things that are being hidden. A lot of things are being hidden in the relationship. Secret endeavor, fidelity even maybe. You feel me? Take what resonates, leaves what doesn't. 15 plus 5 on the clock. Look up that angel number. 15 plus 5. 20. 20 alignment. 20 angel number. Look up that. And then tell me what you feel. You guys don't want to miss your mark. Staying in something that is not healing for you, that is taking from you, that is draining you. That could be friendship, love, anything. Anything that is not serving you could be taking from you. Taking from your life force, and you need your life force more than ever. You could lose the opportunity, maybe even miss a chance with somebody who truly divinely loves you and wants to offer everything in the world for you. Lack of faith. You guys could be having a little bit of faith problems right now. Maybe not trusting in the divine timing. Maybe you feel like divine timing is too slow. You need to amplify it. Nah, you don't need to amplify it. You need to heal. And you need to sit with yourself. And you need to understand that time is infinite. Time is not real. We are in an illusion. But we must control the loop and the matrix, or we will continue to go backwards. Could be carrying a lot of stuff, maybe even a child. I'm getting an energy of a child. You're carrying, taking the child to school. You're carrying, trying to be the perfect wife to a relationship that is dying out. And the person keeps trying to make it seem like, it's you that's the problem, but it's them. They could be trying to make you in competition with other women that you don't even know. Other women, maybe even that you've seen around. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, I'm getting that energy too. Pisces, Scorpio. Delays, again, fears of sacrifice, lack of control. You guys can feel that right now. You feel that shift in the air right now? That's what you need to understand, that we are being called towards something great. And that shift is telling you that you need to change. And don't be afraid of change. And just because you change, you don't need to be like, oh, well, when I change, other people don't come with me that I want to come with me. Well, maybe that's because you're changing and they don't need to be there with you. A little frustration. Maybe you guys could be kind of get that car you want, so you could be able to ride around and maybe get away from a person. You feel me? Maybe you feel like you don't have the resources. Maybe you feel like, I don't want to be like, down and out. I'm not trying to go like that. I'm trying to leave when I'm really stable. Maybe you guys could be saving up money on the side to get away. So, the inner child just feels a lack of joy. Lack of joy. What is next? What's going to happen for me? Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Feeling like this person is stealing up your joy. Feeling like life, maybe a job, is stealing up your time, your joy. You can't be with your children like you really want to be. The passion, the anger, you're inflicted right now. A little feeling frustrated. Maybe you want to go back to a time life where things were a little bit easier. Disharmony, misalignment in a relationship, in a dynamic, maybe in a brotherhood. You got people that's not truly your brothers. You feel me? People that's just only coming around. Take that, resonate. Coming to a painful ending. This is the new beginning right here. New beginnings are sometimes painful because it's activating that pain in you so that you can release it. 15 plus 5, 20 again, so that you can release, so that it can be rebuilt. Okay? Rome wasn't built in a day, so you're not going to heal just in a day. You feel me? You might not even have the courage within a day. But as long as you know what circumstances you in life, and knowing that you can get yourself out of it because you are the magician of your life, then you shall leave and you shall receive. Completion. 9-year cycle completion. The relationship is over. Come to a common ground. People pleasing is over. Come to a common ground with yourself. Failing yourself just to make others feel happy. Being there for others when they're not there for you. That's done. It's a completion. It's over with. Spirit is nudging you to not go into those patterns no more. You understand? Just so that you can feel like the loved ones that you truly love and desire and care for and long for. Sisterhood could be failing you right now. Virgo. Heavy on the Virgo. Yes, a lot of you guys also just could be just carrying the nurturing energy. You have a nurturing mother energy about you, okay? A lot of you guys also could be having pain in your womb. Maybe getting cysts. Pain, trauma, stored up. You're going to the doctor's, hospital, not feeling healthy because it's draining you trying to keep up with the Jones and keep up with everything else that is telling you that you don't need to be living in survival mode. You never had to live in survival mode, but now you really don't have to be in survival mode no more. You're not, your teen life, something specific about you being 16, maybe being kicked out at 16, made you feel so like you got to be on top of everything, like you got to do it, or it's not going to be done. Imbalance, okay? You could be having thoughts extremes. You feel me? Yeah. Like I said, you guys can also be really working hard. You could be juggling multiple jobs too. You feel me? While still trying to take care of children, while still trying to heal, while still trying to be the perfect wife. There's no such thing as a perfect wife. Okay? No such thing as a perfect life either. There could be manipulation, okay? Some of you guys are getting manipulation in the situation with the person that I said, perfect wife. They could be manipulating you, making you feel like something's wrong with you, Geminis, Libra, Aquarius. But it's them. It's them and their lack of lust, maybe even. Maybe they have a lust problem. Maybe it could be narcissism. So they're trying to just feed on that, okay? Disappointment. You're disappointed by the situation that you're in right now. You're disappointed about how you allowed this to go so far and the boundaries have shifted. You're disappointed how you maybe let yourself go. You're disappointed and you're disappointed. You want to withdraw. You got to walk away and you got to leave behind what no longer serves you so that you can step fully into this anchor, this timeline, this new shift right now that's going on, divine feminine goddess. What would you choose? That's the question. I have faith in you. I have faith in me too. And I love you guys so much with all of my heart. Join me tomorrow, May 31st, for the Blue Moon Ritual. We're going to write in our journals what we want to release and what we want to bring forth into our life. We're going to pray every night. I pray I get released from this relationship. I pray that my finances grow. I pray that my children are protected in a world that's so chaotic. I pray that when I do leave that I have support system. I pray that I can trust faith more. Prayers is everything. Pray every night. Every time you go to sleep and every time you wake up, pray. Pray to yourself. Pray about the future lifetime you want. I pray for a man that's going to provide, that's going to love me, that's actually going to really care about me and not try to control me. I pray for this. I pray for that. I pray for to come back to myself. I pray to stop feeling so abandoned. I pray to heal my wounds. Pray on the things that are no longer supposed to be in your life anymore. Pray over the things that you want to. Just pray. A prayer is a girl's best friend. Okay? Prayer is a girl's best friend. You understand? And that's what I want you guys to view that from this live. That a prayer is a girl's best friend. We're never without. If you guys have questions, ask me right now, babies. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me right now. If you would like a reading, you can always book on my website, the link in my bio. Remember, RS is in India. The currency is in India on this YouTube storefront. So go to my actual website on a browser, Safari. Check out with me and understand that I'm here for you and I love you. And that we're going to do this together. Because it's not easy to transmute and choose yourself. Because sometimes we were never taught how to choose ourselves. But we need to be in balance and harmony. That's what Spirit wants us in. To come back to the balance and harmony we had before we even got hurt, before we even experienced everything, before we even knew what was what. Okay? Have a purpose, okay? Write down a plan, a goal that you got for yourself, that you want to happen in your life. And meditate to that. I'm over here talking and stuttering. Meditate to the purpose that you truly want for yourself. Take the courage and the confidence and the leadership. Spirit wants you to take leadership in your role, in your life, if you haven't already. Take that leadership. Don't fall for the deception and the manipulation of either the partner or people trying to pull you back to old patterns. Maybe you could be deceptive to yourself. You could be telling yourself a lie so that you can keep continuing to go on this pattern that Spirit is nudging you to leave out of. That's why you're having back pain. That's why you feel like your soul can't rest. That's why you feel so incomplete. This is why. This is healing. There's a lot of hidden agendas going on around you. People are lying. People are surfacing around you trying to tell you put a wool over your eyes because they want you to see what they want you to see. This could be heavy. I'm getting a partner of a heavy energy, a partner. He wants you to see what he wants you to see. But behind that, he's living a double life. There's something going on behind that situation. Or you could be in feeling like, okay, I got to keep stuff from this person because I need to stay guarded. Okay? So you're withdrawing from the situation. Withdrawing from the marriage. Withdrawing from that. Because at the end of the day, you feel like this person is taking your kindness for weakness. Okay? Any questions? Feel free to respond and let me know. If you need a reading, click the link in my bio. Remember, if you click on the storefront, it will show you the RS currency in India. So go to the actual Safari website or browser, whatever you use, Chrome. Look up my website, La Luna Red Rose Palace, and join me because we are here for each other, okay? A lot of you guys also could be just feeling like you're going to suffer financial loss. Feel like I can't do it without, the support system I have, even though it's tearing me down. But how would you know if you don't try? How would you know? Like I said, a lot of people could be heavily manipulating you right now in your energy. Maybe you could be pregnant. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of pregnancy too. People could be trying to tell you something just to feed you, an illusion and keep you stuck and stagnant. But your higher calling, your soul, your goddess energy, your ancient goddess energy is telling you to flee away from that and to understand that you're never alone. She's talking to you right now. What is the ancient goddess saying? She's saying, go back to childlike mind. Go back to what made you happy. Go back to what made you feel like you were on top of the world and stay there. It's telling you to leave, speed up, do rapidly. You don't have to have friends or have people to come join and do things with you. Period. You can do it on your own. Okay? A lot of you guys can be also traveling too this summer. Maybe taking on some babe vacations too. All right? Significant about a vacation. Planning. Feeling a little anger, feeling a little disconnected, okay? One more card that the ancient is telling you. Don't tell everybody your business. Specifically a girl in your energy, a woman. She could be wanting to know everything about your relationship, but she secretly wants your man. And the bitch can have your man. Because at the end of the day, your spirit is already telling you to get up out of there. But like I told you, don't be talking to that woman that you keep telling your relationship problems to. Because she secretly wants you to be feeling like that. She secretly wants your relationship. She secretly wants to be you. Okay? She want to beat you at your game. That's why she wants every detail. She's not trying to be there to be a healing friend. She's trying to get Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy too. Pisces I'm getting as well. She's not truly a friend. She's just trying to control the situation so that she can know your feelings and emotions and have one up on you. Misuse of power. She's using her divine feminine energy power to come amongst you, come against you, to basically feed on your vulnerability for her own beneficial reasons, to boost her ego. That is what I'm getting in this energy. So watch out for who you tell your business to. And if you do need, like I told you, I'm here for you. Because a lot of people will just see you down and out and love the energy that you in. Completion. You need to dead that friendship too. Get away from gossip girls that always want to watch baddies and just talk shit in real life and really don't be there for you as a sister. They only come around to party and drink and have sex and they push you to sleep with other men and they call that freedom. They think, oh yeah, we're stealing men's life force. That's freedom. You ain't stealing shit because the man already probably knows what you're trying to do. And secondly, that's not true freedom. You telling another woman to go sleep with another man to get over the hurt is not sisterhood. It's not sisterhood. It's not, because at the end of the day, that's not going to lead to nothing but make you feel disappointed. You're putting your life again in another force, a male force again, because your sister or whoever this friend that's coming up in this energy is telling you to do this and do that because she's in that loop and she wants you in that loop. She don't want to ascend with you. She wants you to be hurt. Okay? Tell me more about this friend because she coming up in the energy right now. They have you on a friendship, okay? Yeah, she got inner joy in her life as well. You feel what I'm saying? She came from negative timeline family. At the same time, she's very arrogant. You feel me? Very arrogant. I'm getting Aries vibes, Sagittarius. So it's like she feeds on drama like the baddie show. She loves the baddie. She be manipulating you, okay? She be manipulating everybody that she comes around. She loves the manipulations. My air is ringing because we're channeling so much right now. And it's ringing right now and it's telling me to nudge you to get away from that friend. Because at the same time, she lacks the confidence. She's jealous of you. She wants to be you. She could be going through a financial loss right now. Possibly going back to the strip club. Possibly could be trying to tie you into that. Get you away from your relationship. Try to show you it's a newer life, it's a better life, it's a more funner life outside of that. And outside of having all of that. Because she's lonely in that life. Not to say stripping is all bad. It is not. Period. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the friend that's in his energy right now. She doesn't want to feel alone in this lonesome that she's creating for herself. She's deep in the void. She's not doing any healing. She's carrying a lot of burdens too, carrying a lot of weight. Sagittarius energy. She got a child too, possibly. Her baby father don't even be in her life. Her baby father don't take care of the child. She probably got another figure, another emperor or somebody in her energy that's taking care of it. Okay. Right now, she likes to be viewed as somebody who has it all together, who is in victory. She wants you to view her as freedom, something that you want to get to. But in reality, she lacks confidence. She lacks the drive. She's not a true sister. And that's the sign that you need to get from this reading, okay? To step away from that friend. She's overly committed into your life. She loves the fact that you can be influenced by her words. She loves the fact that she has you by the chin. You feel me? That's what she feels like. That little bitch crazy, cause she don't know who she fucking with. Cause once you really know, once you get this following week exactly, to the within a week or two, you're gonna see something shysty from this friend. She's gonna try to do one more thing, one more cat out the hat, and that's gonna lead to you knowing exactly conflict, disagreements. It's gonna lead to you knowing exactly who this woman is. She was not on your side. She was trying to sleep with your man. She was trying to guide you to the bad path. She was trying to bring you down to hell with her. She was trying to feed up on you. She liked staying at your house and doing all that different type of stuff and feeding off of you, but she never provided. She only came around to put a bug in your ear, a negative bug in your ear, okay? You could be telling her about your abusive relationship and she eating it up. She's a thief, okay? The stealer of joy. Okay, this is not truly your friend. She got issues and problems. So you could be kind of avoiding. Maybe you feel like something is brewing up and you're trying to avoid the conflict. You're trying to avoid the situation from happening. But it's coming to an inevitable end with this friendship too. Because she's the cause of it. I dislike women who plot on divine feminine women because they see something within them that they want to use, abuse, and take because they don't want to do the healing work and the shadow work to become the woman that they see their self as. So they feed off of others. They feed off of vulnerability. They act like a wolf in sheep's clothing. She has lack of. She doesn't even know what she's gonna do. She could be in the bottle girl life services. She lacks saving money. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even all her cups are just down. You feel me? She empty. She like the empty man. You feel me? She's operating in patriarchy energy. She's been hurt by another man. She's been hurt by everybody else, so she's gonna hurt you. Spirit is guiding you to go through this transformation. It might hurt that you gotta leave this friend behind too. It might hurt that you gotta leave these people behind. But like I said, you gotta take that first big step so that you can see what exactly Spirit was showing you and where Spirit was taking you. That these friends can't go with you. A lot of these people cannot go with you where you going. Let me say it again. A lot of these people cannot go where you are going. 7-7 on a live. 7-7 exactly. 7 followers on here. 15 likes. 777. You guys you could be seeing 777. It's nudging you. Take what resonates, leaves what don't, okay? I love all my goddesses. I love my sirens, my high priestesses. We're evolving. We're rising. And there's nothing nobody can do about it, all right? So take this reading. Take it as a healing tool. Take it or leave it. Take what resonates, leave what don't. But I love you, okay? And I'll see you guys for May 31st for the Blue Moon Ritual that we will be having tomorrow at 7 p.m.